Hey guys, today we're going to be discussing functional groups from chapter 2.2. Now, a lot of you may be asking, what is a functional group? What does it look like? What does it do? Well, today we're going to define a functional group as atoms or small groups, usually 2 or 4, that exhibit a characteristic reactivity when treated with certain reagents. Now we're going to look at why are they important. They have a very important role in IUPAC nomenclature, and we'll see that later on in the video when we go to do some practice. It really helps know what they are. So first we're going to look at some exclusively carbon groupings. The first one we're going to look at, here we have a carbon double bonded to another carbon, and we know that is an alkene because of its double bond. The next one we're going to look at is a triple bonded carbon, and we know that one is an alkyne because of the triple bond. And the last one in the exclusively carbon we're going to look at is a ring, and it's an arene, like a ring. It's just an easy way to remember it. Next, we're going to be looking at some single bonds to heteroatoms. So first we have a halide. It's always going to have a halogen, an X represented here. Alcohol, OH always. Ether. And then amine is always going to have a nitrogen. Now everything you see here, you can pause the video, it's all going to be in red. What we see as the functional groups here, always in red. Next, we're going to look at multiple bonds to heteroatoms. First, we have a ketone. You can see it's a C double bonded to an O. An aldehyde, which is a C double bonded to an O and an H. A carboxylic acid, which is a C double bonded to an O and then single bonded to an OH. Ester, which is a C double bonded to an O and then single bonded to another O. And then amide is a carbon double bonded to an oxygen, single bonded to a nitrogen. All right, so let's do some practice. We're going to name these groups. So C, it's a H2C with a double bond, CH2, and it's an ethene. So notice the nomenclature here. So noticing the nomenclature and our double bond, we can tell that this one is noticing the double bond, it's an alkene because of the double bond. Also, you can look at the ending 3 of the name and realize it is an alkene. The next we're going to look at is C6H6, and it's a benzene. So paying attention to the nomenclature, we know it's an arene, like a ring, remember? And the last one we're going to look at has a triple bond, and we know that it is a ethyne, so we can know that that one is an alkyne. Always pay attention to the nomenclature. It's very important. All right, so we're going to do a little bit more practice. So here we have CH3, CH2, OH. See that OH? Notice the OH? We know it's an ethanol, so we can deduct with the OH and the nomenclature that this is an alcohol. The next one we're going to look at is the H3C NH2, aminomethane. Paying attention to the nomenclature, and that C bonded to an N, we're going to know it's an amine. And the last one we're going to look at is H3CCO2, CH2, CH3, ethyl ethanoate, and we know that's an ester based on the nomenclature. So just some friendly reminders and some review from the video. Just remember that the definition of a functional group is atoms or small groups, usually 2 or 4, that exhibit characteristic reactivity when treated